Okay, so welcome to session number, I know it's up there somewhere, 80 something or other. There it is, hidden away on the screen, session number 85. It's obviously been a while since I've run this game because, hey, I forgot where I stuck half the stuff. So as session number 85, it's also season 5, episode 12, and the 210th game for this group, as well as being overall session 1502 since I picked up GMing again after taking a break for a few years. So with that, we are doing Pathfinder today, doing more of a haunted house. And instead of doing the normal introductions, I'm going to go with roll for initiative. So, Jeremy, what is your initiative? You're also on mute.
That's hilarious. My initiative is... 17.
Okay, 17. Okay, so what is Kessler's initiative?
I have 12.
And what is
Willie? One time to actually see a little bit of what's happening. All right.
And what is Peter's initiative?
22.
What is Mark's initiative?
35.
Bloody hell.
I get a plus 17 for initiative also.
And
Wow.
what is M's initiative, if she's available? I'm assuming that's not available at this stage or unable to get to the... Oh, that 26, I can see it now. Okay, so to start off today's session, we shall start it off with Sparky sitting in a chair. And would Mark like to describe how Sparky's currently looking, sitting in this chair, looking very uncomfortable?
Well, as I wasn't here last session, I have no idea what I'm doing down here. I look scared, frightened, just looking around in all angles, don't know what to do.
Describe your character a
What
little.
kind of chair are you?
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Sparky. I'm a female dwarf rogue who likes poking things with daggers and trying to disarm traps unsuccessfully. So,
You like to do it unsuccessfully?
well, my roles seem to make it unsuccessful. I think I'm pretty good at it.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So, for Sparky, what did Sparky do wrong to end up in this chair of explanation?
Well, how long we got the session to run, Martin? I think Sparky's had a lot of problems recently. Sparky feels it's just been snowballing on top of it. You know, go from a little bit of dirt, now it's into a giant volcano now. Sparky's made some bad decisions, especially on the religious side of talking to many different gods in different ways, and while he's trying to do the right thing by the party, sometimes it doesn't work out best for Sparky herself. So she feels that it's all come down to this kind of thing now. It's like, oh well, I got myself in this situation and I've got to just see what happens. So.
Okay, with that in mind, which god is sitting across from Sparky?
Well,
Or should I say gods? With your previous statement.
No. Well, as I said, it's I know Desta kind of cares for me because I do, due to my hairless body. There might be other gods watching over what's happening with me, because considering our previous interactions. I do not speak the game of the god that I don't like the worst, since it killed my other character.
The other guy did not kill your character. I believe it was another party member.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. So another party kill. Yeah, I decided to make a deal with that certain god, and yeah, yes, that's fair enough. Still not a fan of the god, just as a person, and character-wise, hasn't gone off in a good appearance between ourselves and this god. So, but purely, I think hopefully it's Des and is across from me. I thought I'd build up a little bit of rapport. I'm not sure how far that rapport is at the moment, but I'm trying to build up a bit more. But for everyone else, Labmaster was the other one that doesn't seem to like me. So.
Thanks for naming it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I did ask you to name the people who are sitting across from you.
Yeah, there's the two ones I know that and in particular, a demonic force that I don't know the name of, which I'm not going to speak again for obvious reasons. So.
Okay. So yes, as we finish with Sparky at this point, Sparky sees 3 chairs across from you laid up. One with a butterfly wing pixie. One with a changing shaped woman. And one with just a red glowing eyes in a ball of dark, sinister looking gas. And then we'll move over and see if M's available for her introduction. She rolled higher than everyone else. Okay, we'll be skipping M as I just got feedback from that, and we move across to Willie.
Awesome.
So Willie, you're sitting in this really uncomfortable chair.
Okay.
And what did Willie do to end up here sitting on this chair? Describe how he looks. Describe how he looks as he's sitting there.
Chances are Willie's looks like he's very bruised and battered. Probably missing a couple of teeth with an eye swollen shut. And he's looking around, trying to work out what the hell's going on.
There's no real memory of what just happened last, either.
Yeah, I kind of got that, but he's looking around to see who's around him, going, what the hell just happened?
Okay, so, and which god would be sitting across from you? Or gods, as the case may be, as Sparky proved.
There's a guy called Roger who tends to turn up, and a couple of kitty cats. So I'm kind of thinking that they might be over there. But I wouldn't want to speculate.
Okay. So, as you choose not to speculate about Roger and the cats, they appear to be sitting across from you, looking at you rather intently.
My character, as always, goes, hey Roger, how you doing? Hey kitties. Good to see you again.
He just nods as things fade from you at this point, as we move over to Corda.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to talk to me either.
Corda finds himself also sitting in a stone chair, very uncomfortable. Not really sure why he's here.
Okay. Probably first point will be take a look around, assess his surroundings, work out whether or not he's tied down, whether he's got equipment, who else is around.
What would Corda's biggest fear about sitting on a stone chair, not knowing where he is, be? Would it be to not have any of his gear with him?
No, that wouldn't necessarily make it. Still, he'd be dealing with the idea that he lost half his identity when he became human.
In that case, I've got the perfect thing for you. Sitting across from you in a chair is a very extremely elven-looking version of yourself.
Oh.
Nice.
who looks very unimpressed with you.
Well, I can understand that. Obviously, I've misplaced him somewhere along the way. How careless of me.
And so give us a quick description of Korda before we move on.
Okay, Korda is a
He's going to grab some food.
All good.
half human, but unfortunately not half anything else right now. Okay, so he's a dog-looking guy. So very typical, apparently human, but sure he's got his gear with him. He's certainly, obviously, a warrior, dressed in heavy armour, weapons bristling off him in all parts, and yeah, ready to do battle, even if he's a bit confused about who the enemy might be right now.
Okay, and that brings us to Kesley. Kesley, you're sitting on this nice stone cold, very uncomfortable chair. So, how does Fondra look sitting in said chair?
So Fondra is a woodland elf druid. Got all the typical druid clothes and stuff, maybe a feather or two in her hair. She is just kind of looking around. As she knew, she was kind of just closing her eyes and like slowly accepting that everything sucks. And as she looks around, what does she see?
Okay, so who does Fondra expect to see across from her if she's done something really bad?
She would expect to see probably one of her gods. I looked up quickly. The god Cernunnos?
Which one?
Cernunnos? I don't know. Muscular
Cernunnos.
elf with fur clothes and yeah, likes animals and stuff. That sounds like Fondra, so that sounds like her god. So she's expecting him.
So which one was that one?
Within the Elven Pantheon, Cernunnos.
Elven
I'm on Pathfinder Wiki, if that helps.
Not really, because the three elven gods it's giving me is Vindarella, Ketaphes, and Yulral.
Well then I will go with the first one. Because like the one I chose might be coming from a different source book, so that's why I'll just go with Vindarella.
Yeah, it was always interesting when you go in there. How do I say this thing?
Exactly.
Yeah, my link was off the wiki. Which might be different what you say. So
Well, just remember that the Pathfinder Wiki, if you're looking at it, may be first edition, which may have been dropped.
yeah, that's fair enough.
Exactly.
That's okay.
Or, of course, it might be second edition, which is significantly cut like 10 years from this current version, I think. So, it might be new gods have formed.
And old gods can also disappear. Okay, so yes, sitting across from you is Findraella, however you want to say it, looking rather unimpressed for some reason. And then that brings us to Josh.
Hello, I just got off work.
Oh, that sounds like a Josh. Whoops.
I snuck in. No one knew that except mine. Wow.
Alright.
So, please describe your character as he's sitting on a cold stone chair, feeling as if he's done something really bad.
So I play Harry Potter, the now sexiest wizard known to man, but also known as the buffest wizard known to man.
No, the
Yeah, pretty much. So Parry is half elf, half dwarf, wizard who believes that they are the biggest, toughest thing around, probably the most squishiest thing in the party. But is always willing to show off all the other party members. As I sit in this chair, feeling like I've done something wrong,
Have you got clothes on? It's a start.
well, that's probably the next thing is probably I do not have clothes on, and my parents are probably across the table from me.
That will work. Okay, so, and then if we have an M back, do we have an M back?
She did say something before, but she might be doing
Yeah, I'm here. No, I'm here. I was just getting myself a soda stream, so I didn't want to bubble everyone.
So you also find yourself sitting in a cold stone chair, wondering out what you've done wrong. And how does Duzar appear?
Juza probably appears pretty normal, except for his dogs are still not there. I can't remember if I lost hit points in the last combat.
I'm sure you misplaced them somewhere.
I'm sure I did. Anyway, yeah, I mean, like, I look like there's a big buff burly troll. Sans dogs, unfortunately. And presumably sitting across from me is my god, Goron. Maybe flanked by my dog, who knows?
Not your pocket god?
No, well, I mean, my pocket god only serves the purpose for screaming out my name, but I know if I'm sitting in a really uncomfortable chair in a white space that I have no idea how I got here, I am probably in the ship with Goron.
How many ways can you make mistakes? Many. Okay, so that's our opening introductions for where you're up to today. And we return to Sparky, sitting there, finding yourself sitting between Desna, Lamaster, and some demonic force with glowing red eyes. And Sparky realizes that you're here to plead your case.
Oh, this never worked out well for Sparky sometimes. Or maybe my previous character more than Sparky.
And what that case may be and what you're pleading, well, you know it's rather important, you're just not sure why.
I'm trying to clear my throat, get a bit of Dutch courage without drinking with me, and okay, hi, hey, I'm kind of, look, let's put it this way, as a Pathfinder member, or Pathfinder Society member, I'm here to find out history and find out why things are happening. Have I gone around the right way doing it? Probably not. Have I got myself into some strange situations? I can't say I'm only human, I'm a dwarf, but I'm saying I have, but I've always tried to do the good of people and always try to look after people. So sometimes I do things that means that it damages me, but it helps other people. So please take that in as a, she's still a bit nervous about this whole thing. She's going, I know what I've done wrong, and I said I've had my punishment's been given to me in the past, but but I believe there's a better purpose for me in the long run. So please don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever's going to happen here, I've got more to give to this world, I think. So.
You hear a rather high-pitched, grating, squeaky voice come from Desna, asking, "What purpose do you serve?"
Well, my purpose is to look after people and also get the best out of people. I said, I'm trying to work with my party here and do the best I can. I said, are the most friendly party together with us? I know that we're not sometimes, but I'm also here to make sure Corda does the right thing too. So I got told by his mother about that one, or his grandma. So I'm here just to look after people and try and do the right thing, and also for you, Desna, to do the right thing that you believe is right. And when I last spoke to you, I made a deal with you to save a friend which I thought needed saving. So that's my commitment to my friends.
Okay, so she asked you one thing that you get to think about till we come round to you. So she says, does your character feel fulfilled? And moving on to Duzar again. So Duzar, you see the double flexing arms of Gorham with your two unblemished puppies sitting with him, looking quite happy in his company.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at you and saying, do you know what you have done?
Presumably died an unglorious death.
Oh no, it was glorious.
And I have not. It was glorious.
It can be glorious if you wish it to be glorious. Gorham says.
Well, I have no recollection of how I presumably died.
You fell in battle, facing overwhelming odds.
I presume Duzar doesn't have any recollection of this.
Does not. Just remembers being at a door.
Yeah. Okay. Well. I have no recollection of dying in battle, but that is good to hear. I am very glad that I died in battle.
And asked you, are you content? And you get to think about that as we move on to Willie. So Willie, you see the three cats come up to you and each give you a what you consider soft for them tap on the each cheek as they pass with their paws.
I give him a smile.
When you get your jaw moving, yes, you give them a good smile. Doesn't feel as if they scratched you this time, which is always a nice surprise when you deal with them.
It is, considering I've still got huge scars. But yeah. Look at Roger.
And Roger says, so, I see that you managed to go out with a bang.
Well, I guess at least I got to do that, although I don't remember it, which is a little annoying.
Well, hey, most people who venture further in life don't have to be burdened by the mistakes of their exit.
Okay.
Do you feel content? He says, as we move on to Corda. And from Corda, you can see yourself giving yourself a very dismissive stare. You practiced it well when you were when you had that face. Just now, it seems to be unburdened by any signs of humanity. And he speaks up to you in a.
You appear to be me, but why are we here?
You hear a voice of a higher register than you seem capable of speaking. Says to you that, well, you got us killed, didn't you? Don't you feel great about such things like that?
Yeah. As long as the death happened in a worthy cause. Okay. I certainly don't recall the death.
Well, that's because it's so recent. If you had when you've been dead for a while, it comes back to you in spurts of inspiration, as they say, or insanity, as others say.
So considering you died some time ago, when your essence was ripped out of me.
I'm only mostly dead.
To watch us die?
So only mostly
dead.
dead.
To watch us die?
I was there to watch us die.
I was trying to get you back.
But I'd almost fully reintegrated by the time it's like, oh well, there goes all that wasted effort.
Well, not necessarily wasted effort, keeping on the move, obviously. But work, at least now I know it works.
And then he says, so are you content as we move on to Fondra and Kesley?
Alrighty.
You see your elven goddess in all her glory sitting across from you, looking rather amused at the state of affairs, and says, so I rather expected you to live longer, she says.
I say I fully expected to live longer myself. Things became overwhelming. But this doesn't seem right.
It's never right to, walk into the next life. You always have regrets that you leave behind.
Yeah. I feel like I have more. I don't think I should be here.
Does anyone ever think they should be here? She asks.
I suppose.
Most people try to argue with Pharasma at the gates of fate to decide of where their soul should end up.
Well, I hope I did my best. I don't remember getting here.
Most people don't. Very few people want the memories of pain and suffering being the last thing that they have stuck in their brain. They normally remember the success right up until that moment.
Yep.
Because your spiritual self represents how you believed you were before you died. If it represented you after you died, it would not be quite the same.
Audra's kind of just like trying to take it all in and trying to really analyze everything and try to remember everything. And yeah, just kind of really taking her time to think and I guess humbly accepting what the god is saying, but at the same time having that disconnect and doesn't feel good about it.
And last thing she says is, are you content with your life as we move on to Parry? So, Parry, as you're sitting there with your parents before you, all of you al natural like you usually are.
Yep.
Having conversations about past conquests and how it's probably about time for you to try another body because you seem to have worn this one out.
Oh, they're both of these fun.
I feel like this body has still got so much more to give and receive and learn. Many to give and receive, though.
Well, you never know, but you did seem to wear it out. It doesn't seem to be working anymore.
Doesn't seem to be working. What has happened?
Well, you know how you sometimes say that you don't think before you act?
Yeah.
This is probably one of those times you should have read the effects of the spell before casting it.
Spell before I cast it.
Yes, you managed to take yourself out with one of your spells. We told you we told you need to read it a bit more carefully and practice more before doing it.
That doesn't sound like me.
Well, not everything is a target to be hit by magic. Sometimes it bounces back.
Huh.
But hey, if you don't want to try out a new body, I'm sure you could find contentness in where you may go from here. Do you feel content? They say, as we move back to Sparky. So Sparky, you've had a little bit to think about that. How does Sparky wish to answer?
I can't, and I just say straight up, I said, I can give you two answers, yes and no. Yes, some of the things I've done I've been content with, but no, I think I have more to give. So it's not probably the answer you want. I can't give you one or the other.
In that case, you give one answer to each of us, and we shall decide your fate.
Well, I say all three of you.
All three of us, she says.
Okay.
Each of us has a stake in your outcome.
Okay. Okay, wasn't expecting that one, I say out loud. Okay, Desna. I feel I have more to give, so I'm not content. I look at the one next to Desna, who I know who it is, and I go,
Lamastu?
yep.
I'm sure if you say it 3 times, you'll be better.
I try not to. I look, but I kind of like a bit scared of Lannis, you say. I go, I'm content with my dealings with you. Then I look at the last one. You're the difficult one to answer to, and I say that out loud. But I'm content with you too.
So you're content with all of them?
No, I said, Desna, I have more to give, but I'm content with the other two.
So you hear amongst them that there's a 2-to-1 consensus of contentment with your life's goals.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear them say, does Sparky care where Sparky ends up as we move over to do so? Hello, Dusa.
Yeah, sorry, just was getting my phone out of my pocket.
Is Dusa content?
Is Dusa content? No, Dusa is not content. He can see his dogs, but he knows they're not his dogs, if that makes sense. He also has not achieved his goal of defeating the Sandpoint Devil, and and still wishes to do that.
Take on that monumentous task.
Well, you gave it to me as a goal, and I have not fulfilled that goal, so that goal still stands. It might be a monumentous task, and it might end up in me being dead again, but I have not tried fully.
Okay, so give me a will saving throw for your character.
Will saving throw. Bear with me 2 seconds.
Good.
Will saving throw is normal. 24.
24. Okay, so moving on to Willie. So Willie remembers the question of, is Willie content with Willie's life?
No. I've not completed my quest. He sort of looks down and he says, amazingly, I find I actually love my wife and I want to see my child grow up.
Though you realise just to say child, it comes out as children.
No, I didn't realise that, and my character looks surprised and shocked and goes, what the hell? Like in his head, he's like, what? What?
He did remember that at that point. He does remember that he did get that letter from his wife stating that she was pregnant with twins.
No, I didn't remember that. So, yes, he says, I love my child and I'm sure I'll love the other two. Although he seems a little less convinced of that.
Okay, so Willie gets to make a will saving throw.
What's that? 16 on the dice. I get for will plus 11, which is what, 27.
27. Okay, and then moving on to Corda. How does Corda answer? Is he content with his life?
Of course I'm not content. Apparently, I'm still only half the person I was born to be, and obviously, okay. Just realise, of course, it all doesn't matter, because I can't be dead. Because one thing I've learnt while we came into this place that we were in the haunted house was, don't believe your eyes and your ears. All I'm going to do is cut away out of here.
Okay, so Corda gets to make a will saving throw with advantage.
Oh, I'm glad I have advantage.
Not guaranteed to help you knowing how you roll.
First roll was a 3, but this roll was 18. That makes 28.
Okay, so now moving on to Fondra. Fondra, you remember the last question they asked you, are you content with your life?
She definitely contemplates it, and she thinks, in my life, I would observe and judge others, but in judging myself, I was too scared. I wasn't able to take action, and so no, I am not content with my life, and I feel like the lesson I've learned in this life is that I need to take more action.
Okay, you also get to make a will saving throw with advantage.
Thank God I had advantage. 31.
Okay, now moving on to parry. We may need someone else to roll for him shortly.
What?
So, the last thing you remember your parents asking you is, are you content with your life?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, and they ask, do you imagine where else you might like to move on to? As you think
Sorry. The question was, am I content to my life? So I was saying yes, exactly. That's where we're up to. I feel like I'm in two minds. Do I believe that as Parry, I have learnt a lot in my journeys at this point in time? I do say yes. However, I would believe that I'm not content at this point in time because I have loose ends that I need to tie up. Metaphor, innuendo, take it as you will.
No double entendre there at all.
Yeah. I still have to study the rune gate, the two blushes in the sky. Parry has many things that he would wish to continue on with. So I'm not content that I've somehow managed to blow myself up with a spell.
Okay, so Parry gets to make a wisdom saving throw, will saving throw.
Will scathing throw. I believe I am plus stupid amount because I'm a wizard.
Does not save you.
I know, but I'm just making sure I know what the number is. I can wrong.
You also negative a stupid amount is based on wisdom.
So tell me what number it is.
17.
That'll be 30 for Parry.
Okay, so yes, and then we move back around to Sparky. And how does Sparky answer? Where does Sparky see herself moving on to?
I think back to the living so I can continue on what we need to do.
Okay, Sparky gets to make a fortitude saving throw.
Screw the other two, man. Okay, that's okay. Give me a second. 29.
Okay, moving on to Dooza. You find yourself lying face down on a bit of rock overlooking a whirlpool of water beside you.
This looks more familiar.
Pain all over your body as you realize you've just been attacked by a bunch of infernal insects.
Oh, okay. Ow. Are the infernal insects still around, or are they?
You can sort of see after effects of them. They seem to be about the size of a hair strand.
Oh, what? A hair strand? But they're tiny.
They are tiny.
Ooh, and they messed us up?
They did.
Oh.
I don't know. Is anyone else around at the moment of the new song?
Not yet.
Don't talk about us.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess I look around but see no one.
Your body doesn't seem to be cooperating.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You have your eyes
Right?
open. You feel like you've been mostly dead for a while.
Oh. Oh, that's, That's not good.
Hey, but if they're all dead, this way you're slightly alive.
Okay, well, I guess I'll wait and keep trying every couple of minutes to try and move my body
So
while I contemplate where everyone is and try and remember what actually happened.
Remember when you can wiggle a finger and nod your head, you know you're well away with recovery.
Yeah. I start trying to wiggle my toes and or flex muscles while I'm lying down.
which brings us to Willie. You open your eyes to find yourself staring at two rather sharp-looking outcroppings of rock just in front of your eyes. And your head
Okay.
resting against the rock and unable to move anything.
Okay. Well, that's better than what I had before. And at least the rocks aren't in through my body, so I'll take that as a win. I'll try to roll over as best I can, and if I can't, like Doomsday, I'll wait periods of time to recoup my strength and eventually roll over to see what else is in the area.
Okay. And then we move over to Quarter. You can see what appears to be a wall going up into eternity above you. And feel the lapping of water against your leg.
Okay. Am I able to move?
Yes, you can move your eyelids completely. You can open, you can close them. You feel like that is a major achievement right now.
Okay. Can I feel if I am wearing armor?
You still appear to be fully dressed.
Okay. I'm thinking, okay, somehow I fall into the bottom of the pit that we've just been fighting around. The water there should not necessarily be rising, but we will be aiming to get up and about as quickly as possible.
And then that brings us round to...
I'm assuming I'm lying on my back, am I?
You are laying on your back,
the
staring
wall.
up at the ceiling that seems to go up forever because you can't really focus too well. You can't see it end.
No, that's fine.
And then we move round to Fondra. You have your face pressed up against the stone door.
And am I like the others where I can't necessarily move anything else?
You don't seem to be able to move anything else, but you can move your eyes left and right, up and down, and all you can see are these glowing runes all over the door.
Am I able to actually read the runes?
You would have if you had enough space between you and the door.
Yeah, I figured. I guess I will try to sense around my body what other space there may or not be, but I guess that will have to wait until the next round or something. But I'll try to close my eyes and try to just use my periphery sense around me kind of thing to try to sense how much space I have and what I'm feeling and stuff.
As you close your eyes, you hear the humming of thousands of insects around you.
I don't like that. Okay. Wait, no, Fondra does. I don't. Kesley doesn't. Okay.
Go, Jeremy?
Are we able to make sound? Like, were you able to call out?
Not yet, but you will soon.
Okay.
That brings us to Parry. So, Parry, you open your eyes. You can
I open my eyes.
You can see a bunch of people sprawled all over the place in front of you, in various positions of discomfort.
Do I recognize?
Unusually enough, they're all clothed, so it may not have been the afternoon orgy.
Yeah. Well, more importantly, do I recognize said people in uncomfortable positions?
You do recognize said people in uncomfortable positions, including
Maybe.
including
Okay.
said person there, who's currently got this blade right under your neck.
Why hasn't that gone the right way? Why is that zoomed in on your camera? Sorry, man, I'm just trying to fix the stream. Just give me half a sec. Yeah.
There we go. Does that help?
Ooh.
He's scary.
And you recognize him as someone you've met before.
Huh.
He was the guy who you promised to go off to do boar hunting with and met on more than one occasion.
Oh, that's right.
So you believe he
Yeah.
you believe he was your what you say, love interest?
Oh, yeah, my bromance from... Yes.
He's the one that's been leading jokes.
That's right. That's right.
Sometimes
That's right.
with blood. Quite often with their blood.
As you can feel his razor slicing into your skin, writing a message to you.
How?
And he's also... That would be also, he's the one that we've been getting connected with, like, development of Lichton when we were in the house, wasn't it?
It is related to him.
Yes.
And you seem to be unable to move anything except for your eyes.
Okay, that's great.
If you blink, it'll say "I love you" on them for you.
if I batter my eyes at him.
And now we move over to Sparky.
Just like Indiana Jones student.
Sparky, you open your eyes. You feel as if you've grown far more than anyone else because your head's resting on the ceiling.
Rest on the ceiling.
Yep.
Okay. Can I look down and see if the most of my body's there or not?
As try as you might, you can't move your eyes.
What do I see just on the ceiling level?
On the ceiling where you are, there's lots of rocky outcroppings and stuff. Maybe you just flew up and couldn't find a way down.
Okay.
And you hear lots of buzzings of insects around you.
Bugs. Damn bugs.
Lots of bugs.
Okay. I'll probably do the same as other people, try to see if I can get some strength back and see if I can get any feeling in the rest of my body. If I have a body, which I don't know if I do yet.
And that brings us to Dooza. Dooza gets to make a fortitude saving throw.
Sorry, bear with me a second, man.
All good.
There's a puppy trying to eat my dice tray.
That's because you're playing with it. It must be important.
No, alright. Oi!
Tell the puppy I love them.
No, she just told some chalk to eat.
If you can fit it in its mouth, it must be for him.
Funny thing is, it's been on the floor for days and she's ignored it, and now she's wants to be annoying. Ow. Sorry, Mum. What did you say? Fortitude?
Fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude saving throw. 29.
Okay, so you find that you're able to move your head and partially move your hands.
Yay.
Improvement.
That's a start.
Jiggle.
As you have this coughing fit in game.
Probably. I mean, I've apparently been sitting here dead for a while, so I'm sure my body hasn't appreciated that.
I'm good. Thank you very much. And you can see in the water below Corda slipping slowly into the water. And moving on to Willie. So Willie, give me a fortitude saving throw, please.
12 on the dice, which gives me a 25.
25. Okay, you also seem to be able to move your head and your hands.
I start looking around.
Looking
Trying to
around
work out what the
beside
hell's
you,
going on.
you see Fondra with her face pushed against the door beside you. You see to the other side of you Sparky on her head, staring at the wall upside down.
All right.
And
If I can, I'll call out. Is everyone all right? Who's awake? And that's probably it.
okay, at this point, Doozer can actually answer.
Dude probably just groans in response.
Okay, moving on to
Grunts.
moving on to Corda. Corda now gets to make a fortitude saving throw.
Not good.
What did Corda get?
23.
23. Okay, Corda also starts to be able to move. He can move his head and his hands.
Okay.
As he turns to look to the side, he can see rising out of the water right next to him that rather large bunyip he saw earlier.
Okay. Well, I will be aiming to push myself away from the water edge a little bit if I can get hands, if I can't stand up yet. And
Give me an athletics roll to see how well you can do so. I'm sure with your athletics grace you'll be able to get yourself out of the water's edge.
Well, probably not with that roll. Okay.
What did you get?
I've got 7 on the die, so total of 19.
Okay, with your 19, you just managed to get out of reach of the bunyip as it was trying to grab your foot that was in the water.
Okay.
There you feel part of its
Come on,
head nudge your
another
foot. Okay,
Round, good to see.
we are now on to Fondra. You get to make a fortitude saving throw.
Okay. 26.
Okay, you can now move your head and hands as well.
Yay! I will very carefully try to move myself back very slowly away from this door and also try to look around. Did I hear the others?
You did hear the others. And
I'll
as
try
you
to-
try to move away from the door, you slide down the door. With no actual arm strength, your hands were able to move you slightly and then you just kept sliding.
And then just kept sliding. I accept this. This is fine. But if I can at least move my head to the side to whoever was closest to me, so I can let them know, like, yeah, I am awake, like something like that.
You land on Willie,
Oh, hello.
looking up
Oh,
into
now he
his
knows.
face.
How you doing?
Oh my god.
Yes, you literally fell for him.
God.
And behind Willie, you see a dirty-looking noble with a large razor carving into Parry behind everyone else.
I will do my best to try to gain some strength.
Does Carrie still look like a female?
Parry still looks like a female with no
and
skin.
I'll say, please halt, or something like that, and then
Desist, foul knave.
yes.
And we move on to Parry. Parry gets to make his fortitude saving throw.
Harry gets to make his fortitude saving throw.
He's the buffest wizard known to man, after all.
Buffest wizard known to man with with a very good fortitude saving throw.
What was that?
With a very good fortitude saving throw, yes.
Double 57.
I have a feeling that's low.
Yeah, that's a 2.
I got a 9.
No, that's double 50. Sorry.
No.
Okay, so you seem to find yourself locked in place, unable to do anything more than move your eyes as this person keeps carving into you. Can't even
On
make
the
it.
black guy, at least he's not carving into your skin.
Well, from Parry's perspective, he is carving into his skin.
Oh, Harry thinks he's got skin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're over to Sparky now. Sparky, a Constitution saving throw.
About fortitude, mate.
Yeah,
Yep.
Fortitude saving throw. Yes.
Come on, dice. I'm getting above 10 at the moment. It's a good start. 23.
Okay, you seem to be able to move your head and your hands. What do you do?
What do I see?
Well, as you try to turn your head to move, you find your body collapse, realizing that you'd had your head propped up on the ground, upside down.
Oh.
But you've been there long enough for your body to think that was the right way up.
Oh, okay. Now, buddy, it's not the right way out. We've got to do it around the other way now.
And only your hands seem to be able to move as well as your head.
I try to get my body in the right direction of ground and ceiling now.
Well, you can see the ground quite clearly. It's right beneath you.
Can I talk at all? Or?
You can. So it will be
Help,
slightly
please.
muffled.
That's as much as I get out. So I'll try to see if I can get the rest of my body moving next turnish. So.
Okay, now we're back to Dooza for a will saving throw.
Will saving throw. Not a fortitude?
Not a fortitude this time.
Not a fortitude this time. Okay, well that's also because will is like my worst one, but that's fine. And that's a natural 20, so that is 31 upgraded.
Okay, so as you manage to get yourself back into control, you feel as if you haven't moved for hours
Great.
or days. Hard to tell. But you seem to be back in control of yourself, and you see some horrific-looking, ghoulish character who you partially recognize currently carving his name into Parry's muscles. Because Parry has no skin.
Am I able to do anything about that?
What would you like to do? You can see below you that in the waters below, Corda is right on the edge of the water, and the bunyip has ducked back in to launch itself out on top of him.
Oh, okay. Did we have rope long enough to throw down? I remember.
You did,
Because
but
We did. Corda got it, and unfortunately, he picked it back up again.
and Corda's still got it.
Oh, Corda's still got the
And then
rope.
someone else in the party might have rope, but okay, the rope that was set down was Corda's rope, and he collected it again before we were going to the door. So,
I have rope, but I'm not sure if it will be long enough. If it's the standard length of rope, I think I only have one on me.
So does Dooza think you can? Does Dooza wish to save, parry the humiliation of being carved into, or save Corda the humiliation of being eaten while helpless?
I think saving Corda is the priority. Parry can look after himself.
Well, but remember thinking of the fact of, are you strong enough? Well, technically, if you threw a rope down the corner, what's going to happen?
Are you seriously asking Doozer if he's strong enough?
Well, no, strong enough right now. As in, the amount of control you've got over your body.
I feel fit as a fiddle, never better.
But also, if you throw a rope down, are you expecting Porter to be able to grab on enough or hang on or whatever?
If Doozer feels fine, everyone else should be feeling fine.
So how does Dooza believe Dooza can save Corda? Is Dooza going to do the jump off the cliff face and attack said monster, or is Dooza going to run down, or is Dooza going to pull out rope and try to reach the person who's beyond the length of the rope at the water below?
Well, probably a mix of two of those options. I will see if I can find some more rope in one of my companion's packs, and then get to a point where I can lower that rope down to Corda to start pulling him up.
Which character will you start looking at? Because you will spend your action looking through their pack.
Who is closest to me?
You have choices of Willy, Fondra, and Sparky.
Fondra is probably the best bet.
Okay, so
She seems like a sensible person who would have rope.
So your third action this round will be going through Fondra's pack. Without asking.
That's fine. I'm sure she'll forgive me.
Okay, so that brings us to Willy. Willy gets to make a will saving throw.
Will. Alright. We'll let that bad boy again. Oh, God damn it.
And he hears a growl in the background.
13 on the dice. I think I get plus 11, so what's that? 24.
Okay, you feel your limbs start to move again, but you feel as if you've just run a marathon. Everything's sore and achy.
Okay. Can I see Big, Tall and Ugly torturing Parry? Or am I facing the wrong way?
Sure, you spend an action looking around and you do see Big, Tall and Ugly carving into Parry.
I'm going to scream out to him and say exactly that. Hey, Big, Tall and Ugly! Over here, bitch! Leave that attractive woman alone! You fucking stalker! Or something similar.
Okay, that works well. And that brings us to Corda. Another will saving throw for Corda.
Okay. 10 plus 10, I think I'm 20. 1 moment. Yep.
Okay, on 20 you find yourself very weak but able to move all your limbs again.
And how far away did the bunyip tree be?
It's just ducked into the water to give itself more momentum to come out on top of you. Think of a sea lion coming out of the water in a burst of speed.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will aim to stand up and scrabble back as far as I got room for. So I don't think it's huge amount of fate. And draw my sword, ready to plunge it into the bunyip as it tries to pounce at me.
So as you shakily try to get to your feet, you manage to crab crawl about 5 feet from the water's edge and realize this extremely heavy sword in your scabbard is just so much weight to pull out. You're struggling to get it out of the scabbard.
In which case, I will just go for the whip. But flip the whip around in the air.
As you manage to pull the whip off your belt and pull it backwards, you find it so heavy that you topple over it onto your back.
Okay.
You're feeling very weak right now.
Yeah, that's right. So it's more the idea of I was planning on basically trying to use the cliff and putting my back against the cliff to be able to put weight on to be at least be on my feet. But that's the plan. We haven't got there yet.
You feel as if someone's just sucker punched you. You're sitting with your back against the wall.
Okay.
Fondra, you get to make a will saving throw.
Oh. 17?
You still don't seem to be able to move anything but your head and your hands.
I guess, I will... I'll try to...
As you feel something pulling at your backpack. Some unseen adversary.
Yeah.
The bugs have got bigger.
I'll call out back away in general towards the thing going through my backpack and towards the figure that has parry. So like a general back away warning kind of thing.
Next question. Does your character actually have rope in its backpack?
I believe I did, because I got like a basic kind of thing, and I believe that came with rope.
So if you can confirm that before Doozer's turn, that would be fantastic.
Yes? I'm gonna go with yes.
Parry.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It is another fortitude save for Parry.
Yay!
He's failed his first fortitude save in this campaign.
I know. I'm blaming whatever.
The Buffy if we could.
I'm blaming whatever bloody poisoned me. Taking my buffiness.
My lucky dice hates you.
Hmm.
It doesn't really get me what you talked about.
Natural 20 for 27 upgrade.
Okay. You find yourself able to move, except you feel extremely weak.
Yep.
Everything just doesn't seem to have any strength in it.
Can I generally flail my weak arms at this blade?
You can generally flail your arm at this blade.
Mm-hmm. I will generally flail at this blade. Actually, I don't need that much strength to cast things, do I?
You do not, but you don't have control of one of your hands as it's currently used for being carved into.
I'm getting a sweet tattoo. Okay. I'll generally flail with the other arm at the blade.
Mm-hmm.
And then try to escape.
Okay, so you get to do a flat D20 check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Alright.
Don't get to add anything to it.
No, yeah, I knew what was that one. Like, you just said flat, so. Blah. 3.
Okay, so yes, you're flailing, you think you can get out, and then you realise after all this flailing, you don't seem to have gotten any further away. But in your mind, you've backflipped, you've punched, you've kicked, you've disarmed, you've beheaded, and then realising that was just all in your head.
Of course.
Okay.
So basically, whatever's in my system is still in my system, affecting my
Then
Thank
we,
you.
I don't believe your eyes.
Mm. Cool.
of course, nothing's really happening. How could it? Sparky, you're up.
Yeah.
That's right.
You get to
Yep.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, will. Yep, can do. Now you failed me, guys, damn you. 17.
Also, you find yourself unable to do anything but move your hands or your face, with your face still pointing down onto the ground.
Okay. Now, can I see what's going on at all, or not?
Turning your head to the side is rather hard, but you manage to turn it and see the parry standing held up by this crazed-looking dirty noble using a long blade, carving into Parry's meaty muscles as Parry's no longer wearing her skin.
Okay. And I'll leave this up to your decision as well. Do I have my hat on at the moment? I've had a disguise on, so.
Sure.
Okay. Now, I don't know how I trigger it, because I thought I'm not sure if it's an action to trigger or how it works, whether I need any hand movements or anything like that. Could I, if I see Parry in trouble, could I, with the, I think, illusional disguise spell that goes with the hat, could I make myself look like Parry? Just facial features?
Well, it would be very hard to do facial features like Parry, because Parry's got no skin.
Okay, well, that ruined
Parry
that
has
idea.
no facial
You
That
need to
features.
have Harry
ruined
look.
Yeah, okay, that ruined my idea that I had.
Because Parry took her skin off a few sessions ago.
That's right, I keep forgetting that.
After we
Okay.
touch the veil.
If that's the case, I only move my hands and move my face. If Parry's getting cut into, am I feeling it myself as well? Or?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. Just the last question. I'll yell out like, say, hey, leave him alone. Oh, sorry, she, leave her alone. Leave that person alone. Yeah. That's all I can do.
Okay. Dooza, you find yourself the second rope. And you hear Fondra say, back off.
I ignore Fondro. I found what I wanted. I will spend this action tying the two ropes together.
Yep.
And then presumably the next two in movement to get down to the spot where I could lower the rope down to quarter.
One action to get to that point, so you can do one action tie the rope, one action move to the point, and one action to drop it.
Okay, I will drop the rope if I get to a point that's I can drop it from.
From that perspective, you would probably end up around here. You can see the little hand.
Sorry.
Just look for the B36
Okay,
and go
yeah.
B36 and go right.
Oh yeah, okay. Yep.
Okay, so yes, you managed to make it all the way around there. Now, Willie, you get to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yay. What's that? 15, 28.
Okay, you feel as if all the effects of whatever was on you is now gone.
I stand up.
There's a thump at your feet as Fondra falls face down on the floor.
If she's looking at me, I'll give her a grin.
Not
As I
currently
move
looking
away?
at you. Currently, well, face down on the floor means she's looking away from you.
Ah, okay. Who's around? Is Tall, Dark and Ugly somewhere I can see?
Which tall, dark, and ugly are we referring to? Because there are quite a few party members that fits.
No, I'm actually talking about the big tongue,
Well, he called Paul Dragon.
razor wearing scumbag.
Yes, he is within 20 feet of you, happily humming to himself as he carves.
Okay.
And you can feel each of his hums tugging at the back of your mind.
Okay, that's not good. I'll move across to him, and as I do so, I have my staff. No, I don't have my staff. I'll drop. So I stand up, move across, and as I move across, I drop into Tiger Style.
And that is your turn because that's 3 actions.
That is my turn. Can I say I get a free action of 3 words?
Mm-hmm.
You're fucked. As I move over.
Okay, so it is now Cordar's turn. He now gets to make a fortitude saving throw.
Yeah, can't really go all that well. 8 on the die, which I think makes a 19. Yep, yeah, 19.
You still find yourself to be extremely weak, unable to move. You haven't managed to gain your strength. Maybe this frightful creature before you is sucking the life out of you.
Well, okay, the main intent is basically, if I can't stand with my back to the wall, yep, feature with the back to the wall, and basically use your hand to try and at least keep the whip moving.
And while you're doing this, you also
distract.
see a rope has dangled in front of you. So Duzar has dangled a rope before you.
Okay. Hopefully I can do something like that next time. Sure.
Okay, yes, you snake your whip around in front of you. It's extremely heavy. You didn't realise you put lead in your whip.
Oh, hey, I didn't put anything in the whip. The demon gave it to me.
Maybe the demon has cursed you.
Not you too.
And then we move over to Fondra, who's doing a will save. Who's also on mute.
Yep, sorry about that. 0. 27?
Okay, you find you managed to gain control of your limbs fully, but you feel extremely weak.
I was just taking a look at my spells. Do I feel, like, good enough that I could do a spell?
You're not sure if it takes some of your life energies with the spell. It may drain you completely.
Gotcha. I guess I will. Well, I guess I'm face down on the ground, aren't I? I will move to get up.
You slowly stagger off onto the side, and you see that Willie, who dumped you on the floor, is now looking very tigerish in front of this monstrosity with the blade, carving into the other monstrosity of the party.
Okay. Then I will. I'm just looking up the spell. I have the spell Protect Companion. Just double checking all the rules and stuff. I have a hard time finding all the spells and stuff, so sorry if like some of the spells that I have aren't from the books we're using. Why can't I find it?
Well, you have used your first level heal already.
Yes, I have. No, that won't help actually. I will just try to find my own staff. And I guess I will arm that and then try to rest this round to wait until I gain more strength.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Then that brings us around to Parry. Parry gets to make another fortitude saving throw. Oh no, sorry. He gets to make a will saving throw to see if he can shake off the weakness.
Will saving throw. I get 29.
29. Okay, you feel your strength come back.
Yay.
And then suddenly you feel as if you're in pain as you realize you've had love notes carved into nearly all of your limbs.
How lovely. This guy's over the top of me, yeah?
He's got his arms around you, holding you up from behind while carving into you.
Oh, okay, so I'm basically
Grappled.
pinned at this point in time.
Yes.
Grappled. Okay. I thought I was prone, he was carving into me while on the ground. That's fine. Okay, well, if that's the case, then... So it was one action to do the wisdom saving throw.
The wisdom saving throw was free.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll try and escape his grapple for my first action. I would attempt to use acrobatics.
Yep.
Acrobatics 31.
31. Okay, you managed to slip through his clutches, realizing that you're a little slipperier now that you're covered in your own blood.
Yay! And then as my next two actions, can I do it? Is it a free action just to kind of turn on the spot?
Yep.
I might get myself in this, but well, actually, what I will do.
Just do a spell that fries the rest of the party.
Yeah. I will color spray him.
So,
It is a will saving throw.
how many color sprays have you prepared?
1.
It is already used.
Is already used?
Yep. I keep track of that.
Oh, I still have 1 prepared spell.
You also have used heal
Ah.
at first level.
Oh, we haven't had a long rest, okay. Magic missile. Yeah. Magic missile, color spray, and I think the other one would have been, I think it was shocking grasp at the first. I prepared as first and second. I think it's first level? Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Shocking grasp, color spray, and, yeah, cool. Well, that's unfortunate.
You look shocking grasp for a while, it might still be useful.
Yeah, I guess I can
It's
cast
right there.
Sorry?
What was that, Jeremy?
Well, I was going to say, if you've got shocking grasp available, then you're in a position to use it.
I think I've used both my shocking grasp. I used my shocking grasp and my
Yeah.
heal, but I don't remember ever using color spray.
I noted it down as you used it.
Oh. I think you used it in the bullfight. Or did I use my shocking grasp at the second level? Is that where I'm getting confused? I think so. It's been older. And we used, I think, a color spray on balls. Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey Josh, I think you still have both shocking grasps. I don't believe you've used them in the haunted house. You used them beforehand.
Oh, is that where I'm getting myself confused? Sorry, man, it has been a while.
All good. That's why.
I then use glitter dust and color spray, did I?
Glitter dust you haven't used. You've only used heal and color spray.
Then why have I got 1 second level? I don't use acid arrow as a second level.
Didn't use that either. Not here. You used them in the farm, which you had a long rest after.
Do I have all my second level spells?
You do.
Ah. So I probably haven't updated a lot since the farm. Alright, cool. So that's 3 of 3, and I've still got shocking grasp. Okay. Sorry, my week has been long and hard and.
And it has been 6 weeks since we last played.
Yeah, thanks for the help. I will then, yes, I will use Shocking Grasp first level on this guy. And show him my love and affection. So then, range touch, I need to make a attack on him. I need to make an attack on him. Oops. 18 plus, I think, a lot. 30.
30. Okay, you hit him. You don't crit, you hit.
Okay, then I roll. This is so much easier, but unfortunately we can't. It's so much easier in the study, but because of the puppy we can't, so I have to scroll through my phone. Okay. So then it is 2d12 electricity damage. He's not. I'm assuming he's not wearing metal armor.
He is not.
No. So 2d12 damage and then 1d4 persistent electricity damage. Bink. Whoops. Here we go. So I got 16 damage. And 3 persistent shocking.
And 3 persistent shocking?
Yes. And that's all my first levels tapped. So now I'm up to date.
Okay. At which point he screams at you, daring to hit him, and flicks his war razor against you. Hitting armor class 30. Does 30 hit?
30 is a magical number for a crit.
Okay. So this is going to hurt a bit.
Alright,
I've never heard it all of you guys.
I've gone down before. I haven't.
Oh, you haven't died. Well,
Yeah, I haven't died.
technically you don't have died.
And I have died. Well, have I died though? Is this Schrodinger's cat?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you take 9 points of slashing damage.
9.
Well, sorry, 18. I forgot to double it.
Oh, okay, thanks. I was about to say, that doesn't seem right. Have I taken any damage prior to this month?
Not that you know of. You don't know what hit points you're on right now. Just keep track of what you're getting.
Okay, so I've taken 18 damage out of possibly 36.
It's hard to tell with someone with no skin with it.
Yes.
And then he has a second swing against you,
Yay. More slashies.
hitting an armor class of 24.
That's it.
This time he deals 19 points of slashing damage.
I go down.
And he swings a third time at your prone body.
Yay.
Luckily for you, he doesn't roll so well.
Woohoo.
So you don't end up with the extra damage done to you for that one, but you are on dying 2.
Yes, that would make sense because I would have been dying 1 with whatever killed me the first time.
Just checking what I had noted down for everyone else. Okay, so that brings us to Sparky. You get to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. 26.
Okay, so yes, you find yourself able to move after all this time.
Hey, so I assume I'm on the floor. Is that correct?
You are on
So-
the floor and you've just watched this maniac slice up Harry with spurts of muscle going flying in all directions.
So I'll take 1 action to get up,
Mm-hmm.
1 action to stand over Harry.
No,
Right.
1 action to move to parry.
Yeah, 1 action to parry. Okay. And raise the shield still 1 action, right?
You would have to get your shield out first because you did not have your shield prepared.
Okay.
You,
Well,
you each had hands free.
yeah, no, that's very cool. Very cool. So, okay, so 1 the move over to parry. I've got quick draw, so I'm going to get him my dagger and stab the guy. So,
Okay.
that's okay. So, I'm not going to do a lot of damage, but I thought any damage is good damage, I think. So,
Give me an attack roll.
Hey, you might speak to that. Harry might provide flanking.
so I missed that. Sorry.
You said parry might provide
So
flanking.
in fact, Harry might
Okay.
you might speak to that.
Okay, that is a 33.
33, that is a hit.
Just a hit.
Just a hit.
8 points of piercing damage. Just a silver dagger, so nothing special.
It's still silver slashing damage. So nothing special means it is completely unaligned, unspecific
Yeah, sorry,
weapon damage
yes,
doing
sorry.
slashing.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, no problems. No, sorry. Silver dagger, that's all. Yeah. My other dagger's still back at another place.
Not that cool.
Okay, so that is Sparky's turn. Dooza, you've got the rope dangling in front of Corner and he has not grabbed it yet.
I will yell at him to grab the rope, moron.
Would you like to delay while you yell?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Then that brings us to Willie. You are in tiger style in front of this guy who has just cut down Parry, his horrendous form before you.
I'm not happy.
Apparently,
and
he
again,
took your challenge.
I reiterate just how screwed this guy is as a free action. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Cordar was saying that this is the guy that was looking to become a lich.
He may already be a lich.
Okay, I'll take that on board. So, as one of my actions, I will empower my blows, and then I will beat him like a red-headed stepchild with flurry of blows, and hopefully do horrible things to him.
That sounds like a lot of
I
fun.
should point out that Cordar certainly didn't say anything about him, because I can't see him at all. Jeremy mentioned as a fighter, the character's probably recognized the person that history was
So, Jeremy, it was discussed last session and the session before, so it can be considered player knowledge and character knowledge at this stage.
I'm pretty certain with player knowledge. That's right.
So, I'm going to be doing positive energy damage, assuming I hit him, of course.
Yep.
So, flurry of blows, blah, blah, blah. What have I got? Alright. So, I'm going to do... Well, that's alright. 30 and... 24.
So you get one hit.
Yay. And I don't have my magic gloves, so that's awesome.
He seems to roll out of the way of one of your attacks with more grace than you have.
Yeah. Not that that's particularly difficult. So I will do a massive... That's alright. What is that? 6 flashing, excuse me, and 10 positive. I don't know if that's going to have any...
Okay, there is a nice flash of power as you strike into him with the smell of burnt offal.
Yay. Ugh. And I give him a grin.
And that was one action.
Well, actually, it was 2 actions, but yeah, I might as well strike him again and see if I can manage it.
Did you flurry that one, or did you...
I flurried the first one.
Yep.
But I activated the extra damage as an action.
Okay.
Then I did the flurry of blows, and then I try to smack him again. I don't know if I'm going to be particularly successful. 26.
26. He dodges out of the way of your fist.
You suck.
That
I wish I had
brings...
my bloody... Anyway.
That brings us to Cordo, who gets to make a will saving throw.
Alright. Oh, finally, 27.
Okay, you feel your strength come back finally after all this time. You feel as if you have been cheated of your strength for way too long.
Mm-hmm. And the bandit has apparently not yet cast on me.
It can't reach you, you move far away from it, and you're waving the whip around like a chew toy.
Happy with that. I was distracted. Actually, that was the plan. I will use my other hand to wrap the rope around my arm. With the collar finger.
Yes, you're able to wrap it around your arm quite successfully.
Fully ready, and again, I'll do that next time. I'll be able to invent this for people that keep distracting with the whip. But relying on Doomsday being one that's strong enough to pull up without necessarily these on the flying.
Okay, so back to Fondra, who's now up and conscious.
Yep. So you
hear the sound
So
of stuff from your
previously-
backpack falling out and onto the ground behind you.
Okay. I will just double check that. Well, like what's going on.
Someone
There?
had unbuckled your backpack and it's just open and things are falling out as you turn.
Okay, that can wait for another time. I've already used one heal spell. Is that correct?
Let's see, Fondra, you have used a first level heal spell, yes.
Okay. So if I want to go ahead and try to use heal on Perry, I would need to move towards Perry to touch him and then try to heal. Is that how
Or
this
you
works?
would spend 2 actions to cast the heal at range, targeting parry,
I want to do that one.
and that would leave you with 1 action to do other things.
Yep. I will use.
Or you
My
could
last-
or you could do 3 actions to cast it and heal everyone in the area of effect, and potentially harm the creature if it is the lich as you've been discussing.
True. Okay. Well, why don't I use all 3 actions and do that then?
Okay.
So what do I have? Is the question.
Well, it's handy remembering all these things.
Yep. Okay, so I know it's 1d8, but since I did
3 actions with a 1d8. You do a 30-foot emanation from you. All living and undead creatures are affected in the burst.
okay, so is it just
Just
straight
1d8.
1d8? Perfect.
So it could be 8 or it could be 1.
Oh, I got lucky! I got 8.
Alright.
Thank you, Google Dice.
Okay. Considering everyone has already managed to shake it off, you would have actually cleared the last of the effects from people. But you have woken up Parry,
Woohoo.
who's now on wounded 3. No, wounded 2. Okay.
It went up though, did you know, so 80 points, but we're not actually had any damage before.
I have made my notes.
You have to know.
You haven't had a chance to take stock of how much damage you've taken.
That's
Because
yeah. Exactly.
you started
People
to go
don't know where the chances are at. But I'm assuming that Corda was not in range.
Corda was in range. I'll give you range.
Oh, what?
Because I'm assuming Duza spent Duza's action pulling you up.
Oh, dude, we're already at it. Yeah.
Duza had held action until you grabbed the
right,
rope.
That's right.
And
Right, that's right. So,
and I gave Duza the pull up because that was the action Duza was saying was holding for.
that makes sense.
Yeah, sorry, yes, if you had grabbed the rope, I would have taken my next action to get you up.
So you were within range of it.
Wow.
Just making sure I note down on the right people who spent what.
I know like you've had me before from going through the
And you're also a bit quiet there, Jeremy. So after Fondra's spell, we're up to Parry. So actually, Parry is delayed until after the guy's gone because that's when you're knocked down. So he goes against Willie and swings his razor at Willie. Apparently, Willie has defied him, and he hits armor class 17 on Willie.
Yes. I do the same thing he does. I do this a step and then give him a bit of a smile.
At which point he steps right up to you and tries to bite you.
Does he? Ah!
And what would you like to do is he tries to grab you in its arms for a final embrace.
I would love So he's actually trying to bite me?
Yes, imagine that vampire trying to wrap its arms around you and pull you in to grab your neck and bite you. Just imagine that scene's happening, but as the point he tries to grab you and control you, you've got control. What do you do?
This is probably a really poor thing to choose, but my character steps in and just fucking headbutts the living hell out of him.
Okay, give me an attack roll with advantage. At your full attack bonus. And assuming did your empowered last for a full round?
As far as I'm aware, it lasts until the battle's over.
Okay, so that's still an effect as well for the headbutt.
So it's a natural 20. Do I have to do anything with it?
With a natural 20?
You don't have to confirm, do you?
Natural 20 is already considered to upgrade your roll, so you add your number to it.
34.
So it is considered 34 upgraded. But we do get a card, so let's see what fancy things you get with a card. Because we have the critical hit deck after all, we may as well pull it out for such a momentous occasion.
Headbutt would be bludgeoning damage, wouldn't it? Is that how it works?
It is Tiger style, so his headbutts are slashing damage.
Oh,
That's pretty cool.
he headbutted with his teeth.
Yeah, I have no idea how that works. But yeah.
It's because no matter how you attack, you're still attacking in Tiger style.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true.
Exactly, headbutting with his teeth, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't feel bad now because I rolled a 19 on my first attack with the dagger, so I thought, oh, so close to getting that critical too.
So, you do 4 times normal damage.
Jesus Christ. That's only damage on the dice. That doesn't include the elemental damage, does it?
You don't know. Tell me what each of your damages are.
Alright. So magical flashing. Oh damn it.
And you hear a growl in the background.
Magical slashing is 9 points on the dice. And the energy damage, which is again positive, is average 6 points.
Okay, so as you go in and do the headbutt, you find your head go straight through his body, splitting it in two. Until you find your head at his navel, and both sides of his body are either side of your head.
That's scary.
A character looks down and whispers,
You know, that's not the normal way to go in for a head job.
victory for Willie. And if there's anything left, I'm going to monkey stomp his head.
Okay, as you give the final kick, everyone sort of collapses where they are in exhaustion as whatever spell had been cast on you finally breaks. And I'm just going to duck to the bathroom so you can catch up with what's happened to you in the last session, because some of you weren't there for it.
That's right. So I assume I got brain splatter all over next to me because I'm right next to you there, Willie. So I assume I got face full of undead brain splatter across me or something.
After I've whispered, my character turns to you and goes, "Yeah, I'm just that awesome."
And I just go, "I want to high five you, but I feel a bit tired all of a sudden." So
Yeah, I understand.
That's funny because I've got a plus 14 on my dagger and I rolled a 19 and going, "Oh, so close to get my first sneak attack in this whole game so far. I haven't got one sneak attack yet." And I was like, "Oh, so close." But anyway, that's all good. That's all good. So I missed last session, guys. But
You did that, didn't you did get your sneak attack in, didn't you?
No. I haven't had a chance to get sneak attacking since I've played this character. I did on Penguin Core, but not on this one. So.
But didn't you just do a sneak attack when you had
No,
No,
No, that wasn't sneak attack. It was just a normal attack.
You missed, did you?
No, because he's got to be flat-footed and not and all that kind of stuff, which he wasn't. There. I don't think is flanking you flat-footed or not.
Depending on how they play, but certainly that's the normal thing.
Yeah, if you strike a creature that's flat-footed, Yeah, but I don't think that class. I thought it. Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while since I've had them.
I'm fairly sure that it does. It's why we should have. But
Flat-footed has many different
question
things in it.
about
Flat-footed
Yeah.
in Pathfinder 2 is just a bonus to a detriment to the armor class of the person you're attacking who's flat-footed. And you can do special abilities if someone is flat-footed.
Yeah, I mean, if I hit a creeper with my
when
dagger,
you're flanking, when two creatures are on the side of the enemy is flanked, becoming flat-footed to those creatures.
okay, I missed it. Don't worry, still done. So, been a while. Anyway, so guys, last time I was here, we let the girl out and she was running down the thing. That's the last thing I remember. So, I can't remember what's happened before.
And they have no idea what happened to you since then either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to you, but but basically, we've gone chasing after the wife, the revenant, and unfortunately lost her as we're going down the stairs. So eventually we continued down the stairs because hey, we'd already explored the rest of the house anyway. But actually, I think there's one more room that we went back to and checked on the attic. But basically, yeah, we kept going down, found a stairwell leading down into basically a cave system like underground, which is what the map was showing there. And we went through the cave system. I think there was a few encounters on the way. The most important one was just as we got to the big lake area. There was goblin or undead goblin type creatures around there, and a bunyip in the lake that got woken up by someone dangling, jumping in. But when we bested the goblins, so we were just about to go through the door off to the northwest of the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And that's apparently where things got strange. But everyone remember the talk, don't trust your eyes and ears unless everyone else has big. If you felt going off there, you couldn't trust your eyes and ears, so therefore it wasn't real.
Mm-hmm.
So, my question becomes, like, now that we feel like the spell is broken, does Perry have her or his skin back?
No, you just think the spell that had taken all your strength away has
Has
gone.
broken. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And the door before you that you remember standing at last is still covered in glowing runes. You think you triggered a trap.
Yeah, usually how that goes. I suppose after making sure everybody's relatively okay, considering everything going on.
Well, I think that there was certainly, well, I know Cordo was still quite injured after the battle with the goblin type thing, but we're going to, anyway.
Yeah.
It would be slightly better now, but I don't know what other status others were at that point in time. But, like I said, Cordo basically having got back up to the top of the cliff, the ledge, thanks Duga. He basically trying to reset everything, make sure everything's in position and treated properly, and checking that others are at least alive, if not necessarily fully okay.
Each of you look very beaten up and sore. Some of you more so than others. Cordar still looks worse for wear, though none of you even come close to how Parry looks, considering Parry has no skin.
I look at Parry, look at everyone else, look at Parry again, go, I don't know how I'm going to heal you. I was going to bring my meta healing kit out and I'm going, I don't, hey, can I do a medicine check on Parry just to see is there any way I can heal him? Like, not actually heal him, just to check on.
You can.
Yeah.
Give me a medicine check.
Because I usually heal people that actually have skin, so that's why I'm just putting it out there. So.
And from Willie's perspective, that's the card he drew up.
26 on medicine, Martin. So.
26, you look at him going, well, crap, no skin, that's not really going to be easy for you to fix. You don't even have an idea of where to start. You don't think most people would survive losing all their skin. As far as your knowledge of medicine goes, Parry should be dead.
Okay.
Maybe Parry is dead.
Like the doggies.
Yeah, after I determined that, I just kind of stepped a bit back away from Parry, saying, "You're okay, Parry? If your real name is Parry?"
So, what happened to you, Sparky?
How can you heal somebody with no skin? Come on, call out.
I'm asking what happened to you, like before you at the attic.
Oh, I can't remember.
You have no memory.
No memory. Do I have memory of what I saw when I was on the chair or not?
The last thing you have memory of what you saw in the chair, but you don't remember what happened before that besides leaving the party and running around the corner. That's the last you remember.
I just blanked out, Corda. I thought I was following you, but I can't remember anything else.
Okay. Yeah. Probably physically you didn't pay attention to what was in the house, as you said. Close your eyes. Okay, but it looks like this door is still problematic.
It does look still problematic, and you can feel your hair starting to rise in the back of your arms and neck as something behind the door seems to be pulling in power.
I would suggest we try and open that door quickly after someone disarms the trap.
Oh, trap! Oh, that's good. I come in.
And at which point, this is where Sparky hears the laugh of Lamistu in the back of her mind, remembering what you said on the chair.
Yeah, I know. I don't tell anyone that. I'm just I keep it to myself. I still go over because I want to help the party. So, I suppose the trap.
Corda saying there's a trap there because he's saying he's spotting the glowing wound on the door.
I need to do it's been a while now. I need to do a perception check for the trap first, don't I? Is that correct?
You can see the trap. It's glowing.
Okay, so
To magical trap.
Okay. Well, I can.
Do you have the ability to deal with magical traps? Have you taken that?
I've got expert. That's on theory. That's all I've got. What I've got, hang on. I've got the skills feats I've got is Trap Finder. Means I can disable a trap with up to a rank of mastery. And I've got wary disarmament. So if I fail a trap save, I get a bonus to a saving throw. That's all I've got done. I'm only 5th level, I can't do too much otherwise.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if that gives me any advantage on magical traps, that's all. I can certainly... Sorry, go.
You go, I'm just looking at stuff up.
Okay. So I can roll a thievery roll on it and see what happens, but... all it says that you can disable traps that require proficiency rank of mastery and thievery. And if I have a high rank of thievery, I can go up to on legendary. That doesn't say magical or non-magical, so.
Yeah, that might be the case of magical match that doesn't work the insecurity fighting.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Just reading up on the different types so I can get it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so unless someone else actually has a dispel magic or some way of bypassing the magic. I believe everything that has magical as part of it requires master.
Which you can do. Sparky can actually.
Expert can do it on one.
Yeah, it's just the it's called.
Give me a check on
Pathfinder.
Yeah, trap finder. Yeah, give me a thievery roll.
thievery roll to see if you can get it without setting it off.
Okay.
Or not going to give Sparky plenty of space.
Yes. Okay. Here we go. Come. Oh, that's good. Make sure I've got all the bonuses I need. 32.
At 32. Okay, so not sure what you're doing. You manage to tinker with the door. How does Sparky go about tinkering with the rune covered door?
Scrape them off, no one knows.
I'll see if there's a pattern or anything like that in the runes that I can work out. That seems to be like a disarmament kind of process.
I'm asking what Sparky's doing, not what Sparky sees.
Okay, Sparky will try to see if a way there's a switch that turned off that might turn off the magic in some sort of way. And so switch usually looks for traps.
Distance away for saying, "Come on, Sparky, you can feel the power behind the door going up."
Yeah, no. So I'm looking for some sort of switch that might turn the magic off for the door. Untrigger the trap. So.
Okay, Sparky spends time looking for a switch and doesn't find one.
I can't find a way to turn it off, guys.
Just get rid of the wounds. Just scrape them away. You'll be right.
You sure about that?
You'll be fine.
I feel that he's trying to poke me into the right direction. Okay, I'll see if I can find a way to disable the runes from lighting up or something.
That makes it another thievery check because unfortunately your last one didn't have a result.
No, that's fair enough.
Martin, while he attempts that, I will cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Give me a dispel check and give me a thievery check.
Dispel check is it my magical attack, I believe?
I believe so.
Yeah, cool.
I'll look it up later, but we'll just go with that.
Okay. Because it's a counteract ability or something strange like that. That will be a 31 for parry.
And 23 for Sparky.
So what's Sparky doing?
I'm seeing if a way I can prise the ribbons off the door to turn off them, turn them glowing, kind of thing.
So you're trying to use your knife to dig the runes off?
Yes, my silver dagger, yes.
Okay. So as you're trying to lift magical runes off the door, all the runes go out. You think you've managed to successfully do so until you hear Buffest wizard known to man in the background. As the door clicks open.
Good teamwork is a good work, I say. Hello. Okay, is the door locked now or not?
And I said the door popped open.
Oh, okay.
And each of you gets to make a Constitution saving throw as a foul stench comes rolling out of the room, worse than anything you've imagined in the past.
Yay. Okay, that's not
27.
20.
So who got 20?
Yeah, I got 20.
Okay, so that was Willie.
Yeah.
You say Constitution, yeah?
Yep.
Or fourth guard.
Fortitude save, yes.
Fortitude, yeah, Fortitude. 26.
I got 14, so I don't think I'm going to be doing too well here. So
What did Cordar get again?
27.
And what did Willie got 20? What did
20
Perry
flat.
get?
Sorry, Mum.
What did Perry get on his fortitude save?
23.
And what did Duzar get? Who's currently on
No, it's okay.
Can you hear me now?
Fortitude, sorry, did you say?
Yeah, fortitude save.
Fortitude. 31.
31. Okay, so Duzar reminds you of home.
Reminds me of home?
Well, there were some bad places at home.
Okay, the smelling only. You're used to it.
Nothing worse than you've grown up with.
Yeah, fair enough.
Cordar and
Mud cooking.
Cordar and Fondra, it's unpleasant, but it's not outside your dealings with the uncivilized races.
Yep.
Okay.
Totally fair.
And hey, the cloth can get pretty smelly.
Parry, you've eaten worse than this smells. And that was your own cooking.
That has me worried about what Perry's eating.
Obviously, Harry's been eating and doing good mum cooking.
Willie, you're feeling very unwell at the at this rotting, foul stench pouring out of this room. Sparky, right, being the person who gets the smell right in your face as the door opens, you find yourself unable to stop yourself throwing up and rolling on the ground, unable to do anything.
Marginally improving the smell.
can't remember what I had for breakfast. It's been such a long time ago. But I think I found out what I had for breakfast now, and for lunch, and probably morning teas.
And you were just you're just throwing up,
Eating.
and you're not throwing up bile, you're throwing up blood.
Right. Wonderful.
As you see inside, this foul cabin has decades of decayed brine and mold. You see a rickety table with a damp surface cluttered with all manner of garbage. Empty bottles, bits of clothing, crumbled bits of paper, and more lying in neat, organised rows. A painting leans against the far side of the table, facing a leather chair that is empty. And on a small table nearby is platters of rotten, maggot-infested meat. And to the far wall, you see the entire wall has been overtaken by a horrific growth of dark green mold and dripping fungi, in the center of which looks to be some sort of tumor in a humanoid shape growing out of it.
Action for a little bit, guys. Just thrown up. So I'll leave it up to you guys what you want to do.
Forward will draw his flaming sword, have shield at the ready.
Okay, as you draw the sword, you see the flame just leaps up and seems to catch the particles in the air alight.
That should improve the smell.
And you get the almost like a ashy rain falling all over you, as the foul air seems to be full of decay and pollen.
Well, he'll, like I say, be moving into the room, and obviously when he's seeing the decay, the ashy falling onto stuff, he will be moving around, waving the sword to actually deliberately try and effectively burn the air. But not actually try and touch anything with it directly. He'll go and look at the table and see if there's anything on there of interest.
There's lots of
Assuming nothing jumps out of it.
nothing jumps out of you, but you do see the humanoid-shaped tumor pulsing slightly at the heartbeat you remember hearing in the house above. And at its feet, a intricately carved puzzle box appears to be crushed.
I'll try and poke the funeral that's burning forward.
Okay, as you move up to it, give me a will saving throw. You have a compulsion run through you to eat some of the mold, but it's like, how would you want to eat some of this mold? You just shake it off.
Yes, I will angry for that compulsion. I'm my people warmed up, so if I feel hungry, I'll go and play Sparky's throat.
Okay, give me a attack roll as you go to poke the humanoid form. And you get advantage because it's not trying to dodge.
Yeah. 17 plus 19 is 32.
Okay, as you stab it, flames spread out all over it, filling the room with a burst of flame, singeing everyone.
Okay.
But the sound of the heartbeat stops.
Okay. Did it look like a pulsing tumor stop pulsing? Did it be burned up and fueled, or?
It appears to have withdrawn upon itself. You do see tiny tentacles of it seem to slowly extend out from it again.
I will aim to give it a more forceful poke if I turn back to this round, or next time round where you take it. I'm happy to wait till the next round, or I'll be able to do something.
Okay, so while Water's done that, Sparky stops feeling sick, as does Willie. What does everyone else do while those two get their composure back?
I suppose while they're doing that and dodge fighting and all that stuff, just try to investigate more around the room, making sure that whatever it is just contained in that space, I guess.
Everything here is covered in a fine black suit after Porter sent flame throughout the room. You don't think it is actually all the evil still there. You still have the feeling of its power.
Okay.
And an affront to nature.
Yes, it is. I will let someone else go while I look at spells.
Mm-hmm. What does Willie do?
Okay, I've recovered from my disgusting nausea.
You did.
I'm going to go over to the spearsmith and have a look at the box.
Looking at the box. Give me a Arcana check.
We're just about failed right now because
You can
that's
still
not a
succeed.
skill. I've got. That's not a skill I've got. Okay.
You
so
still-
I
you
get
still
up
get
and
that
It's not a Pathfinder act, right?
You get to add your level plus your intelligence to the roll.
Yeah, I get no intelligence. So 13. Yay!
It's a box.
It's a box. Does it look like it used to hold something, or it's specifically designed to hold a thing, and the shape that it's specifically designed to hold could be a something?
It looks like an intricately carved box that is meant to be manipulated open and has been crushed.
Okay, so like a Chinese puzzle box.
Yep.
Alright. Crushed, and whatever was in it's not in it anymore.
As far as you can tell, though, you do have the Arcana expert beside you who could probably tell you more.
Yeah, but he's probably looking at it with a bit of drool coming out of his mouth, so... but I'll leave that to him.
I can seem to go at
Hey.
everything.
No. I'm drooling because of the effects of whatever the hell he does. Thank you.
He also has no moves to keep the drool in.
Yeah.
Vanja says she can give a go at analyzing this thing.
Feel free.
Yeah.
And as they do that, I'm going to walk over to the pustule, or the robbing cancerous growth,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to excise it.
You help Corda trying to remove it from the wall.
Yeah, I'm slashing it.
What I
Hang it.
Well, it was hit it to the wall.
I'm going to cut it up. The only way to get rid of something like this is to cut it out.
I would recommend burning it off.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea either. Burn it out.
That way you don't have to touch it.
I've got, I got so it's kind of limiting.
So what does Wonder roll for her Arcana?
I got 20.
20. Okay, looking at it. You believe it is a necromantic talisman. What did Parry get on Parry's Arcana roll?
Can't roll for parry. 17 on the dice. Going up to Arcana. That will be a 33.
Looking at it, you recognize it as a Lich's phylactery.
A Lich's phylactery.
And it has been destroyed, so you think this was a failed attempt at Lichdom.
A failed attempt at Lichdom.
And the cancer in the wall is the failure.
Oh. So whatever cancer, like they were trying to make the cancer a lich, or
No, the person who failed the attempt became the cancer.
it became the smoosh on the wall.
There are issues with failing your checks.
Mm-hmm. I will warn the others of this is what happens when you fail Lichdom. Point to the growth on the wall that probably used to be a living soul.
Oh, you still think it's still got a soul in it?
Well, put that mess on the wall then.
until you cleanse it with holy fire and righteous indignation. It
I've got none of that.
it will mostly keep coming back.
Mmm.
Do you know I hear the word fire at all from anyone in the room?
Righteous fire, not fire.
I just had Atlas fire. In fact, things in my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that what Quarter does?
No, that's righteous speech, not fire.
Uh,
But yeah,
Everything for that does is righteous.
yeah.
I'm
Well,
just
do you have
gonna-
any
okay,
righteous fire to burn this mass on the wall?
You do have a druid who may be able to call upon powers to dispel evil, make the place holy, or reconsecrate it away from the evil that has taken it over.
That would be great if I was good at my spells. But the answer
Don't
is
worry,
yes.
I will join that boat.
Yeah.
It would be great if we were good at our spells.
There's,
It's so much easier.
there's basically striking the thing again with the burning cord. Does that have any further effect on it than the original attack part?
Well, you believe that striking it puts it into basically sends it into basically waiting for it to come back again. So no matter how many times you strike it,
basically, it can temporarily destroy it, but it'll constantly reform under the current situation. Yep. In which case, then, from Fordyce's perspective, it goes, well, yep, he'll stab it enough to make it think that, well, yep, it can't come back for a little while. He'll then be looking around the room for see what else might be here.
okay. As you look around the room, you see the Revenant step through the doorway behind everyone else. What do people do?
Okay? I will warn people, stand back, let it through. As Cordar does that.
Do people listen to Corda? Because this would be a first.
I will listen to Corder because, like, Bondra's just kind of, like, hand to her head trying to figure out, like, go through all of her years of trading. It's like, right, which one? And, like, just take a step back, get out of the Revenant's way.
Sounds like a reasonable plan.
After we've heard all these things, now we turn to Harry and Sparky and see, does reasonable actually exist?
Sorry, no, so what does exist?
I'm asking what Sparky does.
Sparky's out of the room, so Sparky's not even in the room. He's still outside Region. So.
No, I actually said that had finished.
I still don't want to go in the rooms to spell too much, so I was just stayed outside.
So what did you do as the Revenant approached?
I made sure that I could have the road.
Did you wish to remain outside the room by yourself with the Revenant?
I try to work what direction the Revenant's going in. If it's going into the room, then I'm going to keep out that throat.
Okay. Then we turn over to Parry. What does Parry do as the Revenant steps into the room? Who's currently on mute? Do we have a Parry?
The same anything dropped off.
Well, he's still online. Do we have a M?
No, hold on, sorry, we'll just away from our friends. We're just out in the kitchen. Our friends are in charge at the moment. We came rushing back.
Okay, so what does Parry and Noosa do as a Revenant enters the room?
We were told to stand clear.
You were.
Or did someone just one of our party members yell out stand clear?
Corda did,
But that came from Corda.
which is why I had to confirm what people did.
I think Harry will heed advice, knowing that he just had a bit of a tumble earlier. Just a minor tumble, but you always need to Corda's advice and stand out of the way.
Okay, and lastly, Dooza.
Yeah, I remember the ill-fated tussle I had with the Revenant last time. So I will leave well alone.
Okay, so she runs between everyone right at the cancerous stain in the wall. And as you strike it, there is a loud bang. Everyone gets to make a reflex saving throw as rocks go flying.
Even Sparky?
Even Sparky, because the rocks are not just a small area of rocks.
Okay, that's okay. I just realised. Reflex. White dice, you didn't so well tonight.
Corda didn't do so well.
No.
12 downgraded.
Oh.
Oh.
It's going to happen eventually.
I got 18.
I got 27.
So Sparky got 18.
Apparently Corda didn't listen to himself.
Apparently not.
Fondra got 27.
He's a little too busy telling everybody else to move away and then just didn't pay attention.
What did Willie get?
19.
19. What did Dooza get?
I got a 30.
Pretty good roll. And what did Harry, the Buffers Wizard Man, get? Wizard known to man get?
24.
24. Okay, so there is an amazingly loud explosion as Dooza does this Matrix-style dodge and weave through the projectiles of rock and pass flying past. And just sort of does still remain standing in place, being missed by every shard of rock going past him.
No, he dodged behind Corda and held him still in front of her.
Fondra gets pummeled by quite a few rocks, taking 4 points of bludgeoning damage, which does hurt.
Yeah. It's not fun time, but okay.
And you're basically getting hit by lots of small and sharp rocks, feeling yourself getting lots of small little cuts everywhere, as does Harry, getting pummeled quite a bit as well, also taking 4 damage.
Ouch.
Which is half your remaining hit points.
Yes, I was about to say, I'm only at 8, so I'm back down to 4.
Took half your hit points. Aren't you glad you rolled high?
How about poor Willie?
Then we go down the numbers and hit Willie, who ends up with taking 8 points of bludgeoning and slashing damage to his body, as that is really hurting. So you're still going well. You are currently on 34 damage.
It's like this one time when we were playing, me and my brother, we were playing the street, and he threw a rock up in the air at me, and it hit me directly in the head, ended up bleeding for a bit. My mom was not happy, but then she was like, it was your fault for getting away. I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Oh, Mom.
She's like, you're in softball, you should know how to touch a thing right in your face.
Okay. So next one up is
take 16.
Sparky takes. Sparky also takes 8 damage,
Yep.
taking you up to 30 damage full at this stage.
Okay, yep.
As you get smacked and find yourself falling off the ledge near the door, heading towards the water, but landing on the ledge beside it, taking a further 2 points.
Of course, you know, Sparky is still in style.
Okay, and I think that's everyone except for Korda.
Mm-hmm.
And Korda finds himself impaled on quite a few rocks,
Yeah.
unable to move.
Okay. I'm assuming there's at least 16 points of damage in that.
Well, luckily for you, I rolled lower, so that ends up being 14 points of piercing damage. But you do have a pretty nasty injury.
You mean I've got more rock under my skin now?
You do.
Not just the charge agree.
Which has you on 47 points of damage.
How about having a chip on your shoulder?
I'm shaking my head. I'm just saying.
What do you expect playing games with
I
me?
like it. I like it.
It was fitting. But yes, at this stage, most of you are picking.
Oh my god, it's keep in my shoulder.
Most of you are picking yourself up as you realise that Korda has a big shaft of rock right through his body, pinning him to a wall.
Well, I didn't see him, so I'm the other room, so I don't know where he is. I'm still trying to see if a dwarf can get up the ledge. So.
You can just walk around.
Okay. I'll walk around the ledge of the lake that may or may have something in the between, ridge on there. I'll walk around. I'll take my time. So.
If I'm able to...
Sparky hasn't been landed yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sparky hasn't seen that.
I know, it's what worries me when you get a ledge. Well, damn it. I know what's there, but I don't know what's there. So, yeah.
Can't remember if I've already used this. Have I used battle medicine yet, just to check on Carter?
Battle medicine is to heal someone as an action, which you can do once per day per person.
Yeah.
It's an in combat action.
So you can't do it out of
They're not
combat.
going to actually die instantly. Well, you could technically, you could, but if they're not going to die instantly, you might as well spend 10 minutes to do it.
Doesn't count. Okay, so it's better to just then, like, if we all kind
If
of.
you've got the time, it's always
Yeah.
going to do a heal, because
Okay.
A, that's not limited to X up or X mark, and B, it still leaves the idea of that medicine in combat if needed.
Okay. I guess
But, yeah.
try to do that, I suppose.
Okay. I guess it's more the idea that Gordo's going to be and effectively yes, aim to pull the scarf of stone out to then allow first aid to be done.
Has to do it very carefully as to not make sure you don't bleed out, I guess.
As
Including,
Korda,
actually, hang on. Go on then.
as Korda pulls it out, he does an extra 2 points of damage to himself. Assuming that at 49 you're still conscious.
49 for conscious, yes. But I looked at, okay, you actually cut out the microphone, the line cut out that point, the halfway through your feet there, but Kuru was saying, yep, he pulled it out and tough bleeding and get through. But yeah, I was going to say the fact that, yeah, presumably the revenant disappeared in that flash of thunder and was the pulsing goop still on the wall?
You think the explosion was the Revenant and the pulsing goop meeting, which was rather explosive.
Yeah, okay. Just double checking that, yes. Seemingly, all the threat had gone, and so therefore, yes, it was a case of pull the stone out carefully, so start first aid, but obviously, so I took more damage as part of that process.
You did 2 damage, though you had to
damage,
you had to pull yourself off the wall with the stone had embedded itself through you into the wall.
Okay, yeah. I was picturing the idea of, yeah, effectively a stone shard that had hidden into the wall, so basically trying to pull the stone out before climbing off, but you know, pull me through the stone, that's also painful, but yes.
Yeah, it was a through and through.
Yeah.
So yes, you see dust, and all of you are struggling to hear what everyone else is saying.
For me, Martin, when I walk around the lake,
Mm-hmm.
the guy that we killed on the other side of the lake, when I see you all dust, here we go. Can I, once I get off the ledge kind of thing, can I look through that guy's body to see if there's anything on his body? Or before we go back in the room? Or?
Yes, you can ransack the dead body in front of you.
Yep.
He has a fine nobleman's coat.
Ooh, that sounds probably too big for me, I'd say. Yeah.
He has a fine war razor that seems to be quite well made.
War razor. Okay.
He has 2 extravagant rings.
The rings.
And he has a metal case with a elaborate picture of Harry from his house, not wearing anything, showing everything.
Face. Picture of Harry. Okay.
So if you remember the pictures of Harry,
I think I do. Yes.
yeah, naked and showing everything.
Okay. No, that's still might come in handy one day. I don't know why, but I just don't know. Yes.
And there are little love hearts painted on the inside of the cover, not on Harry itself.
Wow. This guy's just... I don't know who's like... They're both about even right now, I think. So.
And look at it this way, and now you're the one keeping it, so he won't know who put the love hearts on there.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I thought I'd tell you up front.
I'll pick up all the stuff for the guy. If he's on top of the ledge, I might push him down the ledge.
Okay, as he lands near the water, you see a rather large creature come out of the water, grab him up in its jaws and pull him under the water.
I keep to the wall, walking around to make sure I catch up with everyone else. And then when I get inside, there's a big creature in the water back there. Don't go near the water. And also with the nobleman's kind of clothes kind of thing, I hand it to Harry because I thought he might need some clothes. So.
He's wearing Willie's robes at the moment.
I thought the nobleman would suit him better. So. And
you do notice that as you're looking at Parry's now male, got his skin back on.
Okay. And then
No longer the bustiest wizard.
Yeah. So not the sexiest thing, we'll just buffers. Okay. When
Looking exactly like the photo in your love little clutch thing.
Oh no, I've got to find the right time to discuss that with Harry, but leave it to another session. It'll be a fun session to discuss. The war razor I'll give to, depends how everyone's feeling, you know. I'll just say, okay, just leave that guy outside. Here's what's happened. Here's what I found. So I don't mention the pictures of Harry. That's all.
Ordering.
The two
I
rings.
mentioned the ring. I mentioned the rings, but yeah, we'll look at them later. So the only thing I don't mention is about the pictures of Harry, because people might think, hang on, is that pictures that you got off the guy, or that your pictures? You know, could be taken the wrong way. We did have a I did have a picture of Harry on my body for a while, so it could be, you know.
Okay. You mean you don't mention the picture of Carrie to give added to your own private staff?
Yes.
Well, it could be all sorts of options with this one, Jeremy. I said.
Well, Perry is half dwarf after all.
Look, we haven't gone that far yet, and I'll leave it up to. Well, but yeah, I think he's got an obsession with somebody else in the party, anyways. So yeah, I'm safe for a bit.
We all know you've had Carrie dying.
Well, that is true too, but not the way you think of it. Yeah.
Okay. When you do get there, you'll find a bit of a hospital day with the quarter ET packed up.
Yeah, if anyone wants to eat medicine roll for me, just let me know. So I can do it too.
I was gonna say, if you want to take Perry, I can take Cotter.
I could do that. Should I upgrade the rolls? Do you want to kill Harry and his pictures sold? And I make money on the black market with pictures.
Yeah, picture was worth more when he's dead.
That's what I was thinking. Oh, if only my character thought like that, not like Mark. No, I'm just roll that normal roll for Harry. Some medicine. It's 14, I think, isn't it?
Well, everyone's unconscious.
Okay. Oh, this is just to heal people, yeah, but because we've got some time, I've got to feel.
Yeah, okay. People taking 10 minutes to do a quick one.
Yep. And I think it's.
For me, for Cotter, I rolled a natural 20, so that would make it a 30 upgrade. Is that correct?
Natural 20, if you've got a plus 10, then it would be a 30 upgraded, yes.
That one, yes, I got that.
Okay, so that means
You were going for a standard roll, were you?
Yeah.
well, unless you say otherwise, it is always a standard roll.
That's right. So 48.
40. Okay. You got 20.
Thank you.
Okay, so yes, you think that's going to scar nicely.
Not like the first car we've got.
And when you look at Parry, you realise that Parry has Foxglove written all over him.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
23 for Harry as well. The normal heal, which is 2d8, so I'm sure he hit. I think, yeah, overall, I think Harry's going to heal up really nicely, so. Yeah. I'll show you.
Presumably others
So how much did you heal Parry?
while the
For ourselves, would be 11 for Barry for me.
presumably others who were not requiring or involved in first aid activities can be searching this room to see if there's anything of interest.
Which would be Willie. Does Willie search the room?
I certainly want to have a look and see what's going on with the remains of the explosion.
Give me
We've
a
got 10 minutes
perception
to
roll.
run around.
Sorry, what was that, Martin?
At least 10 minutes.
Make it a perception roll, and I'll give you advantage because you've got plenty of time to do it.
What's that? 15 on the dice. 9, 25.
Okay, having a look around here, you find a very well done painting of the Revenant before she died. Very much in the style of Parry. Apparently that was a style for quite a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Harry style.
And if it's cleaned up, it might actually be worth something.
Okay.
You also find a pile of papers amongst them all. And you see something called the Brothers of the Seven.
Which is what papers on the Brothers of the Seven?
Brothers of the Seven is mentioned in the paperwork.
Alright, I'll let people know.
You also find a tarnished iron key with a round opal.
Okay. Again, let the group know.
And the last thing you find is what appears to be a miniature gong with a hammer.
A miniature gong with a hammer.
Yep.
Does it
As in like
look like it's something like is it made out of anything particularly valuable? Is it well made?
Made out of brass. Mostly green now because of the environment.
It's good that Hesty is not a character in this game because I hardcore would hit that gong and I feel like that would be a bad thing.
yeah, when you say miniature, how big are we talking?
You can easily hold the gong in one hand. So it's
the idea like you.
it's about the size of a saucer.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to be effectively hung from one hand and hit with the hammer with the other hand.
Yep.
Again, tell the group. I'm assuming at some point detect magic spells might be used on the off chance that something might be magical. Sorry, those papers referenced what brothers?
Brothers of the Seven.
Brothers
You've
of the
never
Seven.
heard of. You might need to do some research.
I'll leave that to Parry.
If I haven't told everyone, I said, there's a thing in the lake there. Just, I think, and I'm thinking about saying it's a friend of Cordar's, but I'm not holding.
Leave it alone. It won't hurt anyone. Leave it alone.
Oh, I think it just had lunch. That's all.
Yeah, I'll be less hungry now.
Yeah.
Hang on. What did you eat?
That dead guy.
That'll be good for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sure being chased by a undead bunyip is not a bad thing to have happen later on in the story.
Not like I didn't tell it. Eat it itself. It's not my problem. Me actually kicking the corpse right next to the lake where it might have been.
Okay.
It's a different thing.
Who get to it?
But there's no knowledge of that anyone but me feeding it to it, so therefore we can't discuss any further.
Until someone asks, how about the bunny get up there and go and eat that guy?
No, or look, unless it gets asked, and then I may or may not try to stretch the truth on it, so that's all I'm saying. Oh, by the way, have I still got a markings of Parry on my chest in a way? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You haven't looked in a while.
I know, but I've just thought I would ask after we woke back up or we just, yeah.
And then all of you hear the words that echo around the room. Dooza has 112 days left.
Okay. That's still going. Okay.
And obviously, it's been a late night. It's past 8 o'clock.
Now, when I saw the person with the red eyes in my awakening man, would I have felt that being the devil or not, or was that somebody else? You reckon? I wouldn't have known.
I'm sure the devil's in the detail.
Okay, that's the last question.
The thing, you mean the third your...
Yeah, because I knew what two of them were. The third one was like just red eyes.
Yeah, it was definitely the
Sandpoint, yeah. Well,
could be a devil or a demon.
It could, yeah, it could be. Hang on, it could have been.
I didn't say what it was. I said I didn't say what you expect to that. I said it's a Sandpoint devil because that's what it's called.
So, my memory for Sparky is that I said ho ho ho, singing the song, and then I summoned a demon. Then I've met the devil. Then I've met Lady Masu, and then Desna. So I've got 4 people that I know someone's got away. If that's right, Mum, am I correct with that?
As far as your character knows.
Yeah, okay, cool. I should go. Oh, okay, could be more. But that's all on my memory of it anyway, so that's why I wasn't certain which one it was of the devil or demon, so yeah. Cool.
It could be both.
That could be the one person. Could be all sorts of things. Yeah. I can work out the gods, I just can't work out the other bits. So yeah. Okay. Well, I'm good everyone. If everyone's up and ready to get out of here, then I'd like to get out of here if it's alright with everyone. So
Okay. I worked on the idea that we basically took the 10, maybe 20 minutes to pack people up, gather up everything we found.
And you hear a rumble in the room while you're doing that, and more rocks fall from above.
Yeah, it might be time to leave.
yeah, let's get going. Keep away from the lake. Okay, say on when we walk out the door.
Bordeaux will be saying, well, gather up all that paper, work the big pieces. Might be need to know for what happened here.
Now, Martin,
Yep.
can I do a sleight of hand? See if there's a pocket in the robe of Harry, and I can slip one of his pictures in there.
Parry's wearing Willie's robes, which don't have pockets.
Yeah, okay. I'll look first. If there's no pockets, then I'll wait for an opportunity later on. Okay. See, I had no ideas for this, do I? It might involve getting signatures to sell on for later sessions, but no, it's okay.
Okay, as you make your way towards the area of B31 on the map, you find that the stairwell has collapsed. And more rocks are dropping as you move.
That's awesome.
Did it look like any of the, around the lake thing? It looked like there's some tunnels that might go off to the side of that we haven't actually explored yet.
Well, you did see that you do remember that you could see sky through B32.
Oh, that's right, the well, yes.
Oh, well, let's go at the well.
Well, we will aim to get to B32 and then try and work out how we can get up it. Potentially there.
Okay, so
Whether
each
it's
of you
going
get to
climb or
each of you gets to make a reflex save as more rocks fall, this time a lot heavier.
okay. Let's see if I can do more than 12 this time.
I'm sure you don't want to.
I did, but not much more.
I got 30.
15 for quarter.
30 for Fondra. What did everyone else get? And what did Corda get? Corda got 13?
15.
15. Not too bad.
Corda's just not
More
moving
than
tonight.
12, but I did that.
26 for parry.
26 for parry.
17 for Willie.
17 for Willie.
Yeah.
A 15 downgraded for Sparky.
Ouch. And Doozer got 25.
Doozer got 25. Okay, so you see Fondra doing the whole Matrix moves again here, following on from what Doozer had done earlier. Obviously saw how to do it.
Yeah.
And you see Parry and Doozer both get pummeled by small debris, having zigged when they should have zagged, taking 1 point of damage. Making sure I get the right people down for that one. So that was Doozer and Harry. Okay. Then we have Willie, Quarter, both getting a large rock striking them as they move. Both taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Lucky you've been taking some of that healing.
Yeah.
Assuming 41 damage doesn't take Willie down in total.
No chance. Willie's much tougher than that.
Willie's definitely buffier than
He's
that.
got 43 hit points.
And then Sparky gets some of the rocks, heavy ones come down and pin Sparky to the ground, dealing 11 points of piercing damage.
Ouch, help!
And would 43 damage knock Sparky out.
No, I'm 55.
Running out though.
I know. I'm should be, as a rogue, be best on reflex, but I've been rolling the 1s and 4s.
And you believe you'll need 2 to 3 of you to lift the rock off Sparky, or and you might take you a round or two to do so as rocks keep coming down.
Right, Fordar, having already been slowed down, probably noticed that Sparky got in, so he'll certainly be going for wrenching the rock off and picking Sparky up, but he might take more than Fordar by himself. We'll see how we go.
So who's going to help?
Willie's prepared to help.
Anyone else?
Andra will.
I was about to do Doozer helps.
I know.
Okay. As soon as Corda sees the sky comes aloft and thinks that, hang on, that can be more than his lift, you're saying, Doozer!
So who's got the best athletics bonus in the group?
Hopefully Lisa.
I would expect Doozer does. I'm at 5.
Oh. I've got 24.
Plus 24, or you roll 24?
No, I've got plus 24.
You definitely probably have the best bonus.
So I get my staff, anchor it to my foot, push it against the rock, go click, and watch it push the rock off.
As you watch everyone else getting ready to lift, the rock goes flying off and down the corridor away from you, heading back towards the stairs.
Oh, thank you.
I help Sparky up.
Yep, let's get out of here. Quick, let's go.
Okay, so you basically save them a couple of rounds as you get one last reflex save before you reach the well.
How many more ones can we roll?
That's a good, interesting result there. Mark, I'm sure you can each roll another one.
Excuse me. The dice going against the wall. That's 18 for me.
31 this time.
What I got up to 19.
28 for parry.
Uh, 19 for Vondra.
And what about for Dooza?
Natural 20 for what was it? Reflex?
Yep.
32 upgraded.
Okay, so with the help of Dooza, you all make it to the well and start making your way up, feeling the ground rumbling around you.
Okay. Now, is the well completely convenient to try and climb up, or do we need to do anything to actually get up it?
I'm going to say that with all of you working together, you make it to the top.
Okay. I
And
mean, 'cause certainly the intent would be, or the obviously would be, the best climbers go up with a rope and put rope down and things like that. So happy that we get up there.
And by the time you make it up to the top, you realize that the point that Foxglove Manor was built on has slid into the ocean.
Yeah, well, onion get free.
Oh, what a shame.
Or dead.
So saddened by the whole thing.
Probably best that nature takes over.
As sunrise is nice and bright.
I'm looking for my pony because the pony's still around.
I voiced the crows.
The crows have left. There are no murders of crows left behind.
Okay. Can I whistle for Pony, see if Pony's around? Or
You can whistle for Pony.
I can't whistle in person, so I'm just going to pretend to whistle. Whistle!
Bordark effectively will move a few hundred feet away from the well and like back at where the land was more solid. Bordark suggesting that I would give it time to settle, like a couple hours or so, but we stay here, camp here for the day, have a good rest, recovery overnight, and then head onwards in the morning, which will then also give us time to, okay, after a few hours, have some hours in the afternoon just picking over to see if there's any rubble or things like that left of the manor.
But you think if you were any closer or still in the caverns below, you might have ended up in the waters below.
Yeah.
Being a 200-foot cliff, it would have not been something any of you would have walked away from.
No, it's right, but it was more the idea. Effectively, yes. If there's anything left, we can have a look around in the afternoon, but the main point would be rest and recovery for what would amount to almost 24 hours.
And as you rest and recover, Duzar finds his puppies are actually still up here. They didn't die after all.
Yay! Dude is very happy.
Did Pony come eventually? Oh.
You're not sure what pony. You're looking around going, I'm sure I had a pony, but your mind's really struggling to figure out where the pony is or what pony it was.
Were the horses far enough away that they weren't lost?
You had left them far enough away, unstaked, so they managed to walk themselves away from the rumbling ground.
Yeah. Okay. So hopefully we can recover them in the afternoon type stuff too. So, having been looked after by the puppies.
And that would be a good point for us to stop for the night, having successfully completed the Haunted Mansion.
Yep.
With multiple success options available.
Or multiple definitions. Okay?
Anything you can walk away from, I'm sure, is a success from a certain point of view.
That's right. You certainly captured one of the definitions.
Absolutely.
See, when I rolled initiative, I should have rolled last. I mean, then I could listen to everyone else talk first. It would have been easy for me. But no, it's okay. I've learnt my lesson. Not that I'm high initiative on certain things now. So.
It's called just be in the middle of the pack and you'll be fine.
I was so happy with the roll because I'm going, oh, that's really high. I'm really happy with that. And it's like, oh, I don't know what happened last week because last time I wasn't here. Oh, well, this is not good.
That's why I did not start off with the actual intro. So I will put it to end credits, and you're welcome to chat afterwards. So that way,
anyway.
Yeah, I'm wrecked.
Yeah, okay. I'll text you guys later. So, looking at something on Sunday at this stage, Martin?
yeah, just looking on some casual board games on Sunday.
Sounds good. Keep us updated.
Yep.
Also, I will be away for the next 3 sessions, so Vajra will be owl mode. So.
And thanks for the game, guys. Have a good night.
Well,
Night, everyone.
Have a good night, all.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Martin.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Bye.
Good night.